Hey guys, Jordan here. In this video, we're gonna do another aerial photo editing session, so let's get into it. So what I've done so far is just import and add them to my quick collection. What I'm gonna do is start with just the profile straight with automatic settings, just to see what I get here. So this is a preset that we have. Now, like I said before, the straighten tool is kind of hit or miss with aerial photos. Now, we didn't have to crop the top and bottom of these photos because these were shot with the Mavic Pro 2, and it's already in a 3:2 aspect ratio. So these are actually already looking pretty solid, honestly. Except for this one, you can see how it's crooked. You know, these would be appropriate to send to the customer. Now I can see that this one is a little bit crooked, and I think it's already on auto, right? So we can use this crop tool and just straighten that angle a little bit. I think it was, which way was it? Let me look at the roof line here. Hard to tell. That looks all right. And then we have the stake in the yard we can take out. Try to make this tool small. So we'll take out the stake and the shadow. Hopefully it grabs it. All right. Let's be done with that one. All right, let's move on. This one looks good as well. Let me just increase the shadows, maybe reduce highlights. The one thing I don't like about this picture is that car next door. And we have a little bit on this side. There's a dog right there. So I'm going to try to crop in on the sides to the extent that I can. I don't want to go too far into not having any sky. So that's probably about as, now we're kind of off-centered here. All right. So that looks better in my opinion. Not so much focused on the car. We can do a quick spot out of this dog. Hopefully it looks decent. All right. As long as it's not a glaring dog, it's not too distracting. And then we can just remove this stake real quick out of the front shot. I'll just do a V. Hopefully it pulls from the grass area. All right, that looks all right. So Lightroom coming in. Good. All right, so now I'm gonna copy. Now let's not do spot removal because it's gonna do that dog thing. And let's just copy and paste the settings so that we have the similar look and feel. Now on this picture, I feel like I'm seeing too much on the left side. Now let me try to bring it down here. That should be all right. Now this angle with the stake is likely going to be a little bit harder because you have the driveway. So let's see how, actually Lightroom did a good job. That's one area where Lightroom really struggles sometimes is, you know, when you're going from grass into cement, sometimes it'll pull some really random stuff. So anyways, let's go ahead and turn this one off. Now we can tell that the lighting changed now that we're pointing the opposite direction. So let me bring up the exposure. It does look a little dark. And now we can see us over here on the sidewalk. So I'm going to remove myself and Farai. All right, that's not perfect, but I'm just looking to eliminate that distraction. I think that did an okay job. Let's move on to the next. And I'm going to copy the settings there. Let's go paste. That looks pretty good. Now listen, I'll try to just get both of us with the bigger spot. Ooh, that's not gonna look good. All right, too ambitious there. Let's go small. All right. Obviously, if you wanted it to look a little more pristine on the removal, then you could use Photoshop or Touch Retouch. Let me bring up shadows, bring down highlights. Maybe this one looks a little hazy in the distance. Let me put a little dehaze on it. Ooh, that all of a sudden made it look much crisper in my opinion. All right, let's bring up exposure a little bit. And we'll remove ourselves from beneath that tree real quick. Now, in an aerial photo, your eyes aren't really drawn to any particular little spot other than the house. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of cars. There's different things. So that's why I'm not too particular on if you're going to spot yourself out in an aerial photo. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just don't like it to show that, oh, there's definitely the guys I hired to do my aerial photos standing right there. All right, let's paste. That looks good. Now let's remove it here. That did a poor job. All right. Now when it like pulled from roof tiles, let's do it individually. All right. A little better. And we'll paste here. That looks all right. And there we are at the bottom of the shot. All right, let's keep going. Now, pointing the opposite direction, that seems a little bit bright. Bring it down. Maybe I'll make it a little warmer. I'm going to copy this one now that it's starting to look a little different. And it's probably a little too warm. Looks good. Now I'll remove myself here. Done. All right, so paste a couple of things. All right, and I think that's going to do it for these aerial photos. So now it's just a matter of exporting them. I could also tell that my computer was a little bit laggy just because of I did not put these photos through DNG Converter. Obviously, it's going to be a little smoother if you reduce your pixels before you start editing. So anyways, let's go here and choose. And we'll go to desktop and 3 aerial. We'll create a new folder called finished. And choose. So here I'm just gonna reduce the size to the same sizes of our other ones. And each photo should then be around 1 megabyte. So that's gonna do it for this session of aerial photo edits. If you guys had any additional questions, reach out and we'll see you guys on the next one.